Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. Now in this video, I am going to start with a new chapter of grade 10, which is chapter 3, and the name of the chapter is Pair of Linear Equations in Two Variables. So in this video, I will give a small introduction of this chapter as well as I will solve few questions from exercise 3.1. So let's begin the class. Now you have already studied in grade 9 general form of linear equation in two variables, isn't it? How to write a linear equation in two variables, the general form you have already studied. So it is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and you can see here it has two variables which is x and y, and it is known as linear equation because power of the variable is 1. And here a, b and c are real numbers, and a and b both should not be equal to 0, because if a and b will become 0, then it will not be a linear equation in two variables. So this much you have already studied in your grade 9, isn't it? Now I have given one example where it is 2x plus 3y equal to 5. This is a linear equation in two variables because it has two variables x and y, and the power of the variable is 1. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let us substitute x as 1 and y as 1 in the LHS and let's see what happens. So if I take my LHS, okay, LHS is 2x plus 3y, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute x as 1 and y as also 1. So it will become 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, and you can see your RHS is also 5. So here I can say my LHS is equal to RHS, isn't it? So when your LHS is equal to RHS for the value of x and y, we say that x equal to 1 and y equal to 1 is the solution of this equation because it is satisfying it. Okay, so 1 comma 1 is the solution of the given equation. And when you plot the graph of this linear equation, what you will see, this point 1 comma 1, it will lie on this line. You have already plotted the graph also of the linear equation in grade 9. And you already know each point on the line will give a solution for the given equation, isn't it? Every solution of the equation is a point on the line representing it. So this much you all know, and you all know that a linear equation and two variable will have infinite many solutions. Okay. Now I have given one scenario. Akhila went to a fair in her village. She wanted to enjoy rides on the giant wheel and play hoopla. Okay, hoopla is a game in which you throw a ring on the item kept in a stall, and if the ring covers any object completely, you will get some prize. Now this here it is given the number of times he played hoopla is the number half the number of rides he had on the giant wheel. And second statement is if each ride cost 3 rupees and a game of hoopla cost 4 rupees, how would you find out number of rides he had and how many times he played hoopla provided he spent 20 rupees. So now how to frame the equation for this? Okay, now to get the solution of like how many rides he had and how many times he played hoopla. For that you need an equation, and when you solve the equation you will get your answer. So first of all, from here you see the number of times he played hoopla is half the number of rides. So what we can do, we'll assume let the number of rides he took as x and the number of times he played hoopla as y. Now from the first statement, if you see number of times he played hoopla is half the number of rides. I've assumed he played hoopla as y. Okay. So from here we'll get an equation y equal to half of x, or you can say y equal to x by 2. The second one, if each ride costs 3 rupees. Okay, she took X ride. For one ride, 3 rupees. So for X ride, 3x rupees. Same way for playing Hopla one time, 4 rupees. And she played it Y times. So unitary method, value for one you know, more you have to find, isn't it? So it is 4 into Y. And total money she spent is 20 rupees. So from here I can get my another equation which says 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. Isn't it? So now I have got my two equations here. Now these two linear equations are in the same two variables x and y, isn't it? Both the equation which we got is for x and y only. An equation like this is known as pair of linear equations in two variables. So in grade 10, you have to study pair of linear equation in two variable. In grade 9, you have studied only linear equation in two variable where there were only one equation. But here in grade 10, there will be pair of linear equation, means two linear equation will be there and you have to get a solution for that. Okay. So in this chapter, we'll study how to find the solutions of the pair of the linear equation. So for this, you have to solve these two equations and then only you will get your answer. Now to solve the pair of linear equation, there are different methods. Now we will see each method one by one. So first of all, I'm going to explain what are the different methods to find the solution of the pair of linear equation. First is graphical method, where you have to plot the graph of both the linear equations. And then through graph, you can able to find the solution. Second method is algebraic method. Now algebraic method, it has got two methods. First is substitution and then elimination method. So in this video, I'm not going to cover this algebraic method. I'll cover only the graphical method where you have to plot the graph of both the linear equation and then you will get your solution. Okay, so let's start finding out the graphical method to get the solution of the pair of the linear equations. So when you plot the pair of linear equation in two variables, okay, you will get few cases. The first case is the line may intersect in a single point. Now see, you have a pair of linear equation. When you plot, you will get two lines, isn't it? So now the different scenarios will be, first, it may happen that both the line will intersect only at a single point. So in such case, the equation will have a unique solution, or you can say it will have only one solution. And when you get a solution of the equation, we say it is a consistent pair of equation. So this is the first case when two lines will intersect only at a single point. Next is the lines may be parallel. Maybe you plotted the graph of both the linear equation and what you have found that the lines are parallel. Now when they are parallel, you will not have any solution. And we call it as inconsistent pair of equations. Okay. The third case is the lines may be coincident. Coincident means both the line will overlap on each other. In that case, you will get infinitely many solutions and it is also known as dependent pair of equation or consistent pair of equation. Okay. So when you will get any solution, whether unique solution or infinitely many solution, we call it as a consistent pair of equation. When you will not have any solution, we call it as a inconsistent pair of equation. Okay. Now next, a pair of linear equation which has no solution is called inconsistent pair of linear equation, and a pair of linear equation and two variable which has a solution is called a consistent pair of linear equations. And a pair of linear equation which are equivalent. Equivalent means they will be coincident. When you plot the graph, they will be coincident. Then in that case, you will have infinitely many distinct common solution, and such a pair is called a dependent pair of linear equation in two variables. So these are all theoretical terms which you should know. Okay. Now I have taken two equations, the general form of two linear equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Now if both the line will intersect at one point, okay, then in that case what will happen? The ratio of a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, without plotting the graph also you can check whether you will get one solution, many solution or no solution. So if it is intersecting at one point, you will get the condition as a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. When both the lines are coincident, so we can see red and green line, both are overlapping on each other. Okay, so in that case, the ratio of A1 and A2, B1 and B2 and C1 and C2 all will be equal. When you find the ratio, they will all be equal, and in that case, you will have infinitely many solutions. And the third case, when they are parallel, in that case A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2 and you will not get any solution. Okay, so these three things you should remember because there are many questions which comes based on this. Okay, we'll solve those type of questions also, but you have to remember this. Okay, this 3 point is very, very, very important. Okay, now I'm going to start with exercise 3.1, question number 1. The question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions graphically. Okay, so you have to first form a pair of linear equation. By reading the statement, you can form a linear equations, and then you have to plot this graphically, both the linear equation, to get the solution. Okay, now first question is, 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. Okay, so from here, how to get two linear equations? Now first is, it is very clear, number of girl is 4 more than number of boys. So let's take variable, let the number of boys be x and number of girls as y. So from this statement, number of girl is 4 more than number of boys. So it will be y equal to x plus 4, because number of girls I have taken as variable y. So y will be equal to x plus 4. Now you got your one of the linear equation. Now what is the other linear equation? So that you can get it from the first statement. 10 students of class 10, and we know that in a class you will have boys also, girls also, but total 10 students. It means x and y, their sum is 10. So now you got two equation. First is x plus y equal to 10, and then y equal to x plus 4. Now after getting the pair of linear equation, now you have to plot it graphically, then only you can get your solution. So you have already studied in grade 9, isn't it? How to plot a linear equation. So what you have to do, you have to put different values of x or y. Okay. Suppose you are putting the value of x, you will get the value of y for that corresponding value of x. Or you can do ulta also. You put the value for y and get the value of x. So for both the equation, now let's substitute the values and get the coordinates. So first, for the first equation, x plus y equal to 10, I am going to put first x as 6. Okay, so if I am putting x as 6. So what is the value of y I got? It will be 6 plus y equal to 10, isn't it? So it will be 6 plus y equal to 10. So from here I will get the value of y as 10 minus 6, which is 4. So I have got one coordinate value, which is 6 comma 4. Now next what I can do, I will take x as 4. So let x equal to 4. So it will become 4 plus y equal to 10, and then from here I will get y equal to 10 minus 4, which is 6. Now this is my another coordinate, which is 4 comma 6. So to plot any linear equation, minimum 2 points are required. Then only you can plot the linear equation graph. So I got my 2 points for the first equation. Now I am moving towards the another equation, and here also I will try to get two coordinates. Okay. So my first step is I am going to put x as 0. So when I put x as 0, my y coordinate will be 0 plus 4, which will give me 4. Okay. And second, I am going to put y as 0. So when I put y as 0, x, it will become 0 equal to x plus 4. And from here, I will get the coordinate of x as minus 4. So here I got one coordinate as 0 comma 4, and here I got another coordinate as minus 4 comma 0. Okay. So now let me write in a form of a table. So x and y coordinate. First I got x as 6, y as 4. Then I got x as 4 and y as 6. This is for the equation x plus y equal to 10. Now for the other equation, when x is 0, I got y as 4. And when x is minus 4, I got y as 0. Now on the basis of these values, I'm going to plot the graph of this equation and then I will get the solution also. Okay, so let's plot the graph. Okay, so now I'm going to plot those points for the linear equation. First equation x plus y equal to 10, these were the coordinate, and for the second equation y equal to x plus 4, these were the coordinates. So one by one I'm going to plot. So for the first equation, my first coordinate is 4, x has 4 and y has 6. So this is the point where x coordinate is 4 and y coordinate is 6. Another one is x coordinate 6, y coordinate 4. Now you have to join both the point by drawing a line such that it crosses through both the point. Okay, and the equation for this line is x plus y equal to 10. Now let's plot the point for the other equation. So first is 0 comma 4, which is here, and then next one is minus 4 comma 0, which is here. Now again join both the points using a line, and the equation of the line is y equal to x plus 4. Now you can see from the graph clearly that both the line are intersecting at a point where the coordinate of x is 3 and y is 7, isn't it? So from here you can say 3 comma 7, this will give the solution of the equation. Okay, so now you have assumed x as number of boys and y as number of girls. So you can see from here that the number of girls is 7 and number of boys is 3, and you can check total student was 10. So 7 plus 3 will give you 10. So it means your answer is correct. Okay. So from here using graphical method, how to calculate how to find the solution we have learned just now, isn't it? So both the line where it will intersect, that coordinate of that intersection point will give the solution for the equation. Clear? Now moving to second part of the first question. Question number 1, second part. 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost 50 rupees, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost 46 rupees. Find the cost of one pencil and that of one pen. Okay. So here what I will do, I'll assume let the cost of one pencil be x rupees and the cost of one pen be y rupees. So from here I can get my first equation because it says 5 pencil and 7 pen both cost together is 50 rupees. And I have assumed one pencil cost is x rupees. So 5 pencil cost will be 5x rupees. Same way cost of one pen is y rupees. So cost of 7 pen will be 7y rupees. And the total sum is 50. So the first equation is 5x plus 7y equal to 50. Same way for the another equation, 7 pencil and 5 pens together cost 46 rupees. So again I can write 7x plus 5y equal to 46 rupees. Okay. Now to get the solution of what is the cost of one pencil and one pen, we have to first get the coordinates. Then we have to plot the graph of it, and then only we can get the solution. So first of all, I am going to substitute here x as 10. Okay, so when I put x as 10, so the equation will become 5 into 10 plus 7y equal to 50. And 5 into 10 is 50. 50 plus 7y equal to 50. And 7y equal to 50 minus 50, which will give me 0. So 7y is 0, which means y is 0 by 7, which is 0. So my first coordinate I got as 10, 0. Now let's get the second coordinate. So now I am going to put the value of x as 3 here. So when I put x as 3, get 5 into 3 plus 7y equal to 50. 5 into 3 is 15. Now I am going to transpose 15 to other side. So 50 minus 15. And 50 minus 15, what I will get? 50 minus 15 will give me 35. So the value of y will be 35 by 7, which is 5. So my second coordinate is 3, 5. Now same way now we have to find for the other equation. We have to get all the coordinates here. So now I'm going to put the value of x as 3 here. So I will get 7 into 3 plus 5y equal to 46. Now 7 into 3 is 21. Transposing 21 to other side, I will get 46 minus 21, which will give me 46 minus 21 will give me 25. So the value of y is 25, 5. which is 5. So my one coordinate is 3, 5. Now let's take the another coordinate. So here now I'm going to take my x as 8. Okay. So from here I will get 7 into 8 plus 5y equal to 46. Okay, so 5y will be equal to 46 minus 56, which will give me minus 10. So y is minus 10 by 5, which is minus 2. So my another coordinate I got as 8 comma minus 2. Now let's write both the coordinates here, x and y. So when x is 10, y is 0. When x is 3, y is 5. This is the coordinate for my first equation. Now for the second equation, when x is 3, y is 5. And when x is 8, y is minus 2. Now next we are going to plot the graph of it. Okay, then only we can get the solution. So let's plot the graph. Okay, so now let's start plotting the points. So my first equation was 7x plus 5y equal to 46, and these were the coordinates. Second was 5x plus 7y equal to 50, and these were the coordinates. Now let's start plotting the points. So it will be first is 3 comma 5. So x has 3, y has 5. Second is 8 comma minus 2. And next join these both the points, and the equation is 7x plus 5y equal to 46. For the other equation, the coordinate is 10 comma 0, and one more coordinate is 3 comma 5, which is already here. Now let's join it, and the equation is 5x plus 7y equal to 50. And clearly you can see that both the graph is intersecting at point 3 comma 5. So this is the solution of the equation. Okay, so x equal to 3 and y equal to 5 is the solution. And from here we can say that cost of one pencil is 3 rupees and cost of one pen is 5 rupees. So this is the solution of question number 1, second part. So that's all for today's class. Now in my next video I will be covering rest all of the questions of the first exercise. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friend also. Thank you.